That means I'm absolutely greatness under no stipulation.
Real estate ace.
Real estate ace.
Yes. I'm real estate
Wait,
ace.
I forgot to use my accent. Real estate ace, eh?
Yes. Yes, I'm real estate ace.
Oh, okay. So is there like a king and a queen of real estate?
No, per se, but everyone calls me ace, and my thing is real estate, so everything kind of meshed together. Real estate ace.
Why do they call you Ace?
Well, in my past life.
There we have it.
Always playing cards, and
Oh, is that what they call it?
yes, playing cards. Yes,
Okay, good
so
job.
ended up getting the name Ace. So
Are you like a poker champion?
no, more of a blackjack.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like
champion,
Uno or
No,
Goldfish champion.
no. Blackjack is my game of choice.
Would I want you on my spades team?
Yes, I'll be like the best person to have in your spades team.
You really would have to be
I can like read the
amazing.
board great. And
Oh, you'd have to be amazing because I don't know how to play spades. You better be real good. Hold us both down.
Okay.
If I'm gonna play spades, I gotta be with the best player.
Well, let's next spade tournament we'll do it.
Let's just do a spade game. Don't give me the pressure of a tournament. I'll be like, is this one or is it this one? I'll be showing my cards to everybody. Like, you got one of these things with a 9?
Yeah, if you're
You're
gonna do
that's
it,
a 6. Turn
you're
it
gonna
around.
do it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, let's get a tournament going, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Jump
like-
all in.
I like competitions.
That's why I'm in. I love it.
So if we put guns and ace together, we would actually have an athletic spades tournament
Okay.
where all of your books are like after an obstacle. So you have to run like a quarter mile and then you have to like
Read a book?
swim. No,
Oh, okay.
like
You
a
said-
spade book. Like you
Oh,
get your
okay.
like your cards are like go
Books.
here, right? Your books and,
Okay.
and you. Hey, I know the term.
Okay.
I just don't know how to play it.
I was just
It's easy.
encouraging people to read and write. That's fundamental.
Nah, that'd be a
usually
long
the
game.
basics.
I'm
You
trying to
know.
make it exciting. So,
Oh, okay.
like you have to climb a rope, because I do like physical competitions and
Okay.
Spartan race and Tough Mudders and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you put that in a spades tournament together.
A lot of people probably wouldn't get through the tournament.
I would concur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate you pushing on, physical fitness.
Hey, I just
health,
feel like
health is wealth, as they say.
Crossroads. I just feel like
Unless the champion, whoever wins,
Right.
like the first place prize,
Okay.
could get a piece of real estate.
Okay.
Right.
Unless
They
you-
win a house.
if
you
fund
raised
it.
to the house. He said if you funded.
I have. I've given away a house before.
Yeah,
So-
I definitely remember
so,
telling
yeah.
You gave
Huh?
away a house,
Yes.
a dog house,
No.
a doll house.
$150,000 single family home to an individual, all paid for in full. No mortgage.
No windows, no door, no lights, no electrical outlets.
It was a nice house.
Shout out to that person that has that free
It
home.
was a nice house.
Ooh, and if I
Yeah.
find out where it is, and if I come by and you got it messed up, ooh, so help
Yes,
me.
that could have been, a house that belonged to me. So
I'm just saying.
I would appreciate it. So
I was a part of a franchise. We did a competition, and we, the franchisees here locally,
Okay.
was 5 of us. And we got together, and we decided this is what we wanted to do. So we bought a house, we fixed it up, and we gave it away.
that is great.
And when will we do this again? Wait, what's the qualifications to win a home?
Yes, that's what my next question as well.
Clothes on or off? Pole or no pole?
We'll send you to the secret website. 24
It's at a
hours.
private location.
in advance, a private location, and you'll get all of the
Audition.
rules
Out in
and
the woods.
regulations.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
Absolutely.
screening process, clearly. So, Ace, what
Yes.
what do you do with homes?
So a myriad
master
of
of
things.
real estate.
Holding, buy and hold, buy and flips. Subject to properties of just a
Subject
bunch of
to
different- subject to
Existing mortgage.
existing mortgage. Yes.
Don't say it like I'm supposed to know. I know about real estate like I know about playing spades.
little. Okay.
Now, I've purchased several homes in my life,
Okay.
but I was a buyer. I wasn't the seller. I wasn't the broker. I wasn't,
Correct.
So it was a lot of trust that went with the real estate agents.
Okay.
Because again, I have to go with what you say,
Right.
because you're the expert.
Right.
that area.
Was that your funding, or was it hard money, or anytime you deal with a realtor per se,
Traditional
it's
mortgage.
traditional for a realtor.
Right.
So there are a lot of different ways that individuals can purchase homes
Right.
that are minimal, that people understand how to do. Everything is a system, right?
Right.
So if you can learn how to leverage hard money, if you have a home,
Hard money is cash out of pocket.
no, hard money.
It's a lender.
I'm saying this for
Gotcha.
I took classes
Right.
before I went, but realizing that a first time buyer,
Correct.
they're gonna think hard money is I got a bag of quarters.
Right.
It's hard. It's harder than these dollars
Gotcha.
that I have. When I think of hard money, it's hard to come by. Like, here is what I have.
I totally understand what you're saying.
It's a form of Guido.
Yeah, so hard money is basically not your traditional banks or anything of that nature. Hard money is you have companies out there like private entities who are willing to give you.
And they just
X
do
amount.
strictly mortgage loans or.
They do a number of different things
Oh,
with their
okay.
money.
Yeah.
Hard money just happens to be one of the things, and it's typically the funding of the property as well as the repairs of the property.
Okay, got
And
it.
the qualifications is typically predicated based upon the property itself, not so much the individual.
Okay.
So a lot of hard money lenders won't lend more than 50, 60 cents on the dollar, so that the equity and the value is there in the event of default.
Right.
They'll be able to get their money back out.
True. Got it.
But they charge double the interest rate that a traditional lender will charge.
Understood.
But once again, it's for a short term.
It's not
for
extended for the
long
30
term.
year.
So
Yeah.
once again, you get in, you get out, have it 30, 60, 90 days, fix it up, sell it,
Got it. So
pay
those are
them
for the
off,
flips and holes
and keep it moving.
that you're doing that.
Yeah, there are
Absolutely.
certain, and Mr.
Dr. Business.
Dr. Business, I'm so sorry. Dr. Business, he basically just really broke down what hard money is. But there are other things that you can do on top of hard money after the property is already fixed up, known as an asset loan. So what you do is you take a loan out on the actual property once it's fixed up,
Right.
and you would then receive a check. Then you just pay back the hard money, whatever
Right.
funds that they gave you.
You give
and
that back to
those
them, you
interests
get them
are
back.
actually lower than what the hard money gave you. So that's kind of a trick that I try to,
Okay.
teach people and let them know
Absolutely.
there are different ways to skin a cat.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be the richest person. Everyone thinks you have to have $1 million up front.
Right, right.
You don't have to
And
have
I
$1
was
million
just going to
bucks.
say, when I
Leverage.
was purchasing my first home, the only knowledge that I had without anybody telling me was my credit score had to be high and I had to have a mega whopper
Right.
down payment if I
right.
didn't want
And
a
a good
high
job.
mortgage.
Yeah.
Right.
W-2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Steady paycheck.
Those were, that was the fundamentals.
Right.
So when it came into what do I want, how much, what did they say? How much house can you buy for your money or something like that?
Correct. How much can you afford?
I knew the area I wanted to live in. I knew how to look up taxes. I knew how to look up, different things like that.
Right.
If someone is a first time buyer, how do you know you can trust your realtor? Because I had a realtor who was like, oh yeah, we can meet. I interviewed
Right.
realtors, and the one that wanted me to meet him at the McDonald's that sold drugs out the drive-through window, I was
Okay.
like,
Okay.
your rate's cheaper, but bruh, what else am I gonna be getting into?
We all got to get in where we fit in. You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
I mean, the rates
the
you got are
license, check for
good,
the
but I'm
license.
just like,
Yeah,
are
so-
you sure it's that McDonald's? You want to meet at another
Yeah,
one?
so it's funny. Realtors are individuals who, they work for companies, right? So it all comes down to, they get property sometimes that they try to push off on some individuals, right? It might not even be a property that you're looking for, but they might say, hey, you're only qualified for this property or whatever situation is. And possibly if you don't know better, then yes, you might just take that property, and once you kind of look at everything and get more information, you can make a better decision. So not just going, and you did the smart thing, going through a couple different realtors, because some people just say, hey, I know a guy out over here.
Right,
And
right.
he's a good guy, and he just show you 3 properties, and
Right.
none of them were anything that you wanted, right? But you could have been, you could have found more properties and had a better, a better outlook on what you want than
Right.
just being pigeonholed into 3 properties. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So everything is everything. They work for you. You don't work for them. They get paid once you get the house, right?
Right,
So
right.
do what's best for you. Just like a job interview. Go on a lot of them, and who the best candidate is the winner, basically.
Got it. Should I be looking for the same thing if I'm trying to sell a home in a realtor, or are there different traits of a realtor that is purchasing or a realtor that's selling?
So that is a tricky question. The reason why I say that is a tricky question is the actual property itself, right? The property kind of determines, what you should do. The reason why I say that is if you have a home that needs a new roof, that needs, new flooring, new bathroom, that kind of thing, a realtor probably wouldn't be your best bet. The reason being is because they might want you to fix all those things up before they sell them, right? So you might end up spending, let's say, $30,000 trying to fix up a property to sell a property, right? And once you fix it up, you still might only make, I don't know, let's just say
what you were gonna make.
Exactly.
If you thought you were gonna get $60,000 out of it, you may just get 30 because you already spent the 30.
Right. So you have individuals such as myself who do wholesaling as well, right? So when I tell individuals, hey, I do wholesaling, purchase properties as is, right? So basically what we're saying is that you don't have to fix anything, right? But the possible number that you would have gotten with a realtor once you fix it up could also be the same number that I will give you. Now, on the back end, the number that I will actually give you might be lower, but it could be the same thing, once you do all the numbers and look at everything, right? So that's why I say it's kind of based on the property, you know what I'm saying? So if you have a brand spanking new property and you want to sell it, of course, a realtor would be probably your best bet, right? But if you have an older home, probably would be your best bet.
My parents have a phenomenal home, and they've been talking about selling.
Okay.
They did have a realtor come in and no, they spoke to a realtor. They didn't come in. They spoke to a realtor, but there had been an old plumbing issue. Okay. They had it repaired a couple of times, and literally they had a forensic team come in to figure out why I was selling. It was that bodies in I don't know. My dad does work for the Mecklenburg Sheriff's Department, so I don't know if he got evidence in the attic or what.
Found a ton in the drain.
Right.
Yeah, but it was some crazy stuff going on, so that's what pushed him, let's just sell it and be done. Cosmetically, the good thing is they haven't spent any of their own money doing the plumbing repairs, and they got a new bathroom installed and things like that because the insurance covered it, so that was cool. However, my mother has gotten off on this kick of, it's wallpapered, so let's make the walls plain, She pretty much fixing up the house. And I'm like, if you're going to sell it, why are you doing?
Still fixing up the house, spending money.
Right.
Yes. Correct.
Like a whole nother. She sent us this thing, which carpet do you think looks best in a theater room? First of all, when did you get a theater room?
Right.
That's the first question. Right. And why would you get one?
Correct.
If you're going to be going somewhere else. So what's the best way to do just enough to sell, but not get absorbed into, I don't think my parents gonna move now. My dad gonna spend all that money on that.
And that's literally like how individuals stay in homes longer than they want to, right? Because they're still putting work into the home, saying, hey, you know what, let's fix the bathroom up, right? Then let's do this, and then let's do that, right? Then you end up, I really like my bathroom now. You know what I'm saying? So now you're just like, okay, well, I guess we wanted to move, but you know what? Let's just stay, right? And it just becomes one of those things where, if you want to sell a home, I would say do minimal as possible, and once a realtor comes in, kind of inspect it, then they kind of give you, tell you what you possibly might need to fix. Then I would just go ahead and kind of follow what they say at that point. But
hard-headed parents. Exactly.
But initially, most people just kind of just fix stuff as they're going. Right. We all do, right? So, that's kind of what I would say, do just kind of, minimal as possible right now, and then get a realtor and just kind of give you a synopsis of your property and go from there.
I really hope they just pay it off so I can have it.
Typical things to focus on. Good luck with that.
I know.
We're going to pay it off and just give it to our daughter. Okay.
I am the first.
You'll be the last. Bathrooms, kitchens, fixtures, lights. Those are typically things that one would invest in because those things are selling features for potential buyers.
Why fixtures, like the sink
fixtures? Fixtures, meaning
The faucets.
The faucets. You know how they have the newfangled faucets that go up and over and down, and different sinks and double sinks versus a single sink and stainless steel.
Really?
So, those types of things.
Really? Because I would just think if I don't like it, I'll change it when I get in anyway.
Unfortunately, the majority of buyers out there are female buyers. So
Why is that, unfortunately?
Because they have a one-sided perspective to real estate. Just like marriage, in order to raise a child, the more excellent way is having both male and female, so that that child can benefit from both perspectives.
Okay.
Same thing in real estate. You want to have both perspectives, male and female. Typically, women are more aesthetically inclined. Therefore, they're looking for the chandelier,
the pretty,
or the fan, or the nice faucets, or the granite countertops, the stainless steel.
I walk straight to the kitchen. I pass every room and go right to the kitchen.
And the funny part is that's usually where most people spend the most money.
Right.
Is the kitchen.
Because that's where you spend most of your time. Because the woman is in the kitchen typically the majority of the time.
Correct.
So she wants her oasis, i.e. the kitchen, to be set up a certain kind of
That's
way,
not my
center
theory.
island, things of that nature.
I want the kitchen nice so he has a good place to cook. I'm looking out for him.
You work that out. Let me know how that works out for you.
Got you.
I'm like, baby, I got you a nice kitchen.
Right. Yeah, well.
And then the male perspective is typically the dollars and the cents.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Correct.
And a lot
But no
of times,
part of the house, they're not like, men aren't attracted
We
to the
usually
yard.
have just
Garage.
the garage, which is also our man cave. So we literally only have one room in the whole entire.
That's a garage.
Yes.
I want a detached garage.
That's what most people do, right? So you have the detached garage where the husband or boyfriend, whatever, has his space. And he's outside doing whatever he's
tinkling
doing.
and-
You know what I'm saying? So that's usually how it
Watching
happens.
porn.
That's literally. I literally turned my garage into my office / man cave / no one else can come in.
Exactly.
Right? The rest of the house, my wife, she can have it. I don't even care nothing about it. I just pay the bills and live there.
Okay.
That's
Go there to
literally
sleep,
what it
lay
is.
your head. Right.
Can I come in and use your bathroom?
Literally, yeah.
Pretty
That's,
much.
That's literally what it is. And
Okay.
it just is what it is. So
And I guess that's the same way men treat us when we go buy a car. They're like, oh, and it has the light up visor, and I'm like, dude, how many horsepower do I have?
Yeah.
I care about that. What's the mileage? What's the gas mile? I'm not looking at no mirror. I did that before I left home. I woke up like
That's
this.
what makes you different than the majority of women, because the majority of women are more so interested in whether or not the visor lights up.
correct. Yeah.
And
See if their eyelashes get on straight.
whether or not they have the side
makeup,
panel
Airbags.
airbags, because they got children.
Right.
So
That
make
is
sure
important.
their children
Yeah.
are safe. Men are more interested in the horsepower.
Correct.
They're
Yeah.
more interested in the price, the
I'm a
financing.
girly tomboy then, so.
So my wife here, we ended up getting a Honda Pilot because same thing, side airbags, the little
The safety for the kids.
Yeah, safety for the kids and all that kind of stuff. So literally, that's why we got it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
And once again, it's all good.
Speed.
But that's where the balance comes in. And that's why usually in major decisions, having both a male and female involved in that decision-making process typically makes for a more sounder decision than just one person going at it by themselves, because they're looking at it from a certain set of lenses that does not typically take into account all aspects of a particular transaction or relationship.
Cool. Well, recommendation is that if you're a single female and you're going to purchase a home, take a
Uncle
big
Junebug.
brother, a uncle, a father. If you're single
Ray Ray.
male and you're going to purchase a home, take a
Chiquita.
sister, take an aunt.
Diamond.
Don't take somebody that's thinking you getting something for her.
not
She's like, oh, this nice. Oh my God.
but not just homes, right? Literally take a
Anything.
guy in
Right.
anything,
Yeah,
cars, like
anything. There's
anything,
safety in a multitude of counsel.
Exactly. Yes.
But
Because-
obviously, the caveat is that you want to bring somebody who can provide sound counsel
yes, who knows?
in
Yes.
the area that you're looking to purchase.
Correct.
Because obviously, if they're a dumb bunny or if
Right.
he's a crackhead, then you may not get the most sound
Go ahead,
decision.
get that one right there.
You might end up paying triple.
Exactly.
And giving him the rest of the money to go do what he needs to do.
Yo, can I use that spare room you got? I know you got it because I was with you.
Exactly. You know.
Buy the flat screen TV today. Tomorrow it's missing. I don't know what happened. It just got gone.
I told
Picked
you
up
get the house
legs.
with the security system. You ain't want to listen though.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, that's really what it is. So yes, make
Back your
sure.
keys.
Yes, make sure that you find someone that has some knowledge.
Yes.
Some knowledge of whatever you're trying to get done. People, please.
Yes,
It will save you
absolutely.
in the long run.
All the
You
way.
know, so
We're going to take a break, family. We will be back. Prior to going to break, how can people get in contact with you, Ace?
yes, you can either email me at aaron@sellhomesimple.com or you can go to my website sellhomesimple.com. Either way.
Family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice
of the
community.
Splendid.
It was great. I think.
Excellent. It was. It was very good.
But yeah, it's like so much stuff that people don't understand. And
Oh yeah, and that's why I know the